Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to a brand new video. Hopefully you guys are all doing well today. In today's video, we're going to be discussing Rockstar's plans for 2023 in GTA Online. Now 2023 is going to be a big year for GTA Online because according to everything we know so far right now, it seems like it is going to be the last full year of GTA Online updates for GTA 5. Now, as you can probably imagine, this is of course because the release of GTA 6 is expected to be sometime in 2024. So in today's video, we're going to be discussing Rockstar's plans for GTA Online in 2023 and everything we can expect in the game. Now, before we get into that, make sure to drop a like rating on this video to show your support, as well as subscribe down below for more daily videos just like this. But first off, here is today's shoutout of the day, and wrap out into the actual video. Now today's shoutout goes to a really awesome NFT platform known as Metasalt. Now Metasalt is an NFT minting platform for content creators, influencers, musicians, YouTubers, and everyone in between. Metasalt helps you engage your followers with NFTs and monetize your content. They also help you build a hyper-loyal following totally invested in your success. They also help you sell and control access to your content, and they will even assist you by strategically helping you sell various NFT tokens to make sure that you can generate the maximum profit. So whether you have a little followers or a lot, and whether you're brand new to NFTs or you're somebody that already knows what they're doing, Metasalt is an amazing platform that has tons of incredible benefits and an amazing team behind it. So make sure to click the first link in the description down below to check out their website and try one of Metasalt's amazing NFT services today. But with that being said, and without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into this video. Now the past few years in GTA Online have definitely been pretty quiet in terms of new content. While Rockstar has been updating the game with new DLCs every couple months, it certainly is not at the level of DLC that we were getting a couple of years ago. Over the past couple of years, Rockstar has adjusted their strategy for GTA Online DLC to focus more on quality instead of quantity. You have likely noticed that the DLCs that Rockstar has been releasing recently over the past year or two have definitely been higher quality in terms of the amount of content. However, we certainly have not been receiving as many DLCs themselves as we did before. Now, I personally believe that 2023 will be the last full year in terms of new GTA Online content, and I think Rockstar will be releasing pretty much the same amount of DLC next year as they did this year in 2022. So we will likely get around 4 to 5 full-fledged updates throughout next year. Now what these updates will be is still up in the air as of the moment, but it is worth noting that Rockstar has two main updates that were leaked at one point or another with actual in-game code. However, these have not been released into GTA Online just yet. The first one is likely one that you have heard me talk about before, and that is of course the Cops and Crooks update. Now, the Cops and Crooks update is one of the most requested DLC expansions for GTA Online, and back in 2020, Rockstar was actually planning to release a Cops and Crooks update. However, they ended up canceling the release due to political events in the United States. Now, I'm sure that this DLC is sitting somewhere on Rockstar's servers, however they still have not released it, and I hope that this DLC does see the light of day at one point because it seems super interesting. Not only is Cops and Crooks a super requested update for GTA Online, but based on the code that was leaked earlier, it seems like Rockstar was working on some really interesting functionality, including the actual Cops and Crooks mode, but also the ability to buy and customize special police vehicles and a ton more. So I really hope that this update does come out at one point or another, but that is an update that has still not been released. However, Rockstar was certainly working on it back a few years ago. In addition, another DLC that Rockstar has allegedly been working on is a movie studio update featuring Michael. Now, towards the end of the GTA 5 single-player campaign, Michael gets an actual job working at a movie studio in Los Santos, and that is kind of where the single-player campaign ends. Now, Michael is still the only protagonist from single player that is not included in GTA Online. Now, we had Trevor since the start. Franklin was added in the contract update last year, however Michael is still nowhere to be seen. Now, there was some code leaked for this movie studio update, however, we were expecting it to come out this summer, but as we know now, that did not happen for whatever reason, so it may be coming out later this year or sometime next year, but we do know that this update was being worked on at one point or another because there was actual code in the game surrounding it, however, it was removed at a later date after people discovered it. Now, it's also worth noting that in terms of new DLC content for GTA Online, we must set our expectations properly because Rockstar has a much smaller team working on GTA 5 Online compared to GTA 6. In fact, Rockstar actually announced that they're stopping all major DLC content updates for Red Dead Online because a majority of those developers have been moved over to work on GTA 6. Now, it doesn't seem like the same change happened with GTA 5 because there still is a pretty sizable developer team working on new content and overall just patching the game up and keeping it working as intended. However, it certainly is not the size of the team that we have seen prior in the earlier days of GTA Online. So while it is a smaller but really dedicated team, we still have to keep that in mind because that likely will mean that the actual content is not going to be as massive scale as we may be expecting it to be. Now, I personally am completely fine with that, and in fact, I am super happy that Rockstar is still focusing at least somewhat on GTA 5, but still prioritizing GTA 6, because I know that's what's important to Rockstar, and I know that is what's important to the community, including myself as well. So I'm really hoping that Rockstar continues updating GTA Online throughout next year in 2023, and I strongly believe that will happen because on multiple occasions, the CEO of Rockstar Games, Strauss Zelnick, did say that they will continue supporting GTA Online with new content up until the release of GTA 6, and I do believe that Rockstar will actually stick to that commitment and will continue updating GTA Online up until the release of GTA 6. Now, it's also worth noting that next year, 2023, is likely going to be the final full year in terms of GTA 5 Online DLC. 2024 is the expected release timeline for GTA 6. We don't know what month it's going to be, we don't know whether it's going to be early in the year or later in the year, but sometime in 2024, it is very likely that GTA 6 will end up being released. So 2023 is likely going to be the final year for GTA 5 Online, so make sure to soak it in, enjoy the game, and honestly, based on everything we've heard so far, it seems like GTA 6 Online is going to be a major step forward in terms of pretty much everything, and what I'm most excited for is Rockstar's ability to update the game over time by adding new maps and new locations, which is something they're not really able to do with GTA 5 because the code for the game was never designed for this. So lots of things to look forward to, even in 2023 in terms of GTA 5 Online DLC, but let me know in those comments down below if you had to pick one last update for GTA 5 Online, which one would you pick and what would it be like? Any and all thoughts you have about this and more, let me know in those comments down below because I really want to hear from you guys. But either way, if you enjoyed today's video and you like staying updated on latest news surrounding GTA 5 and the GTA series in general, let me know by dropping a like rating on this video, as well as subscribe down below if you haven't already with notifications on so you're always notified whenever I upload a brand new video. But either way, thank you again so much for tuning in today, I really do appreciate it, and I'll see you tomorrow with another video just like this. But until then, have an awesome night, I'll be sure to talk to you guys then.